Hi and welcome to my soul tribe. My name is Miriam Rose. Just a brief mention about your comments, which I really appreciate and I enjoy receiving and reading. Some comments were held for review by YouTube. I don't know whether you know or not, YouTube is very heavily censored. So if you leave comments which YouTube isn't sure whether the comments are appropriate or not, they will be put in the review section, so they won't be visible. And it's up to YouTube to allow me or disallow me to respond to those comments, even though I am happy to allow these comments to go into the comment section. I'm saying this because it's come to my attention that a few of these comments have been left and they have gone straight to the review section. So please be mindful that YouTube is heavily censored, not only in my content, not only in the YouTubers' content, but also when it comes to your comments in the comment section. So it's not always up to me whether I can respond to your messages. Sometimes it's all up to YouTube. Just letting you know. Now let's get on with the video. It's the year 35. Beloved people, you messengers of God and angels in human form. Do you know who you are, gods from eternity, from the light of all being? There is no separation between us other than those that you have determined and brought into your life through your lack of awareness. Truly I say to you, we are all one, immutable, and all time from eternity to eternity. I greet you, and your heart fills with much love, the power of all life from omnipresent being. Today I give this knowledge which should be made known to you so that you can finally step out of old images about my life on earth. It is the year 35. The last days in Jerusalem have arrived, my last weeks to say goodbye and give final instructions. Because we were all faced with our new tasks, and before carrying our light into the world and bringing it to the people to where we were sent by God's intention and with the consent of our soul, the consent given in eternity. Even before birth into human being, the supreme and most important commandment was love for one's neighbor. Love thy neighbor as thyself. This formula awakens unconditional love, and all instructions are subordinate to this instruction. It was therefore necessary to internalize this view of life and thereby always remain focused on the forces that produce love in order to drive negativity and darkness out of the heart. Bringing this attention to everyday life was an imperative for all who went out to set an example of living genuinely in love. In those days, this intention was solidified in the brothers and sisters. After the Last Supper, at which we once again strengthened each other through the power of love, countless personal meetings took place so that I was able to attune each of my companions to their individual assignments. Nothing was left to chance, because until then the hearts of the people had been entrusted to me and handed over to me by God. So now the time has come, and they were all thoroughly attuned to their future tasks. Be aware and know who you are. Act like gods that you are. Live the love that you are, all one and unconditionally. Thus, the third instruction was and is given. Experience yourself as all one. Every separation is illusion and brings bad luck, disrupts your life and leads to war. The human race is one, inseparable, united forever to uplift the planet. This fact remains unchanged. In the Jerusalem of that time, this knowledge, which was new to the understanding of the time, was given, placed in the heart of those people who set out to carry the good news that we are walking gods into the world. Our individual differences do not matter, as we are united by the supreme power and might of love. Neither gender, race, religion, nor class are indicators that legitimize the divide. All aspects of the one creator, the one consciousness, and the one expressiveness of God. Realizing this means to rise up and to have understood God's omnipresence, to understand it, or at least to sense it, to feel that peace, compassion, and compassion can be lived through it, an absolute necessity to grasp this scope. This is more relevant today than ever. My brothers and sisters went out, but some stayed in Jerusalem, including my brother James and my son Joshua. The Jewish community needed their blessed attention in order to grow, to be introduced to this realization of who we are. We are all one. These three virtues are essential, and with this knowledge we set out into the world to serve the people and to carry the light, our light, to where the illusion of darkness held men's hearts in many menacing fear, Miriam set out, and with her Sarah, who like Joshua sprang from our love. Their path eventually led them to Kassl, and the accounts of it are essentially correct. But not to perpetuate the so-called bloodline. That's not the point, and my assumptions about it are misleading, confusing, and damaging. We are all one. Highlighting a bloodline counteracts this. This is the work of people, of those who have not understood, who have no knowledge of the true nature of all life. Please don't get confused. Miriam too had the one message, the one mission, and the one eternal element of all-embracing, unconditional love to bring into the world, to the place you now call France, to sow the seed in the south of this country. And we have always been connected through the inner light channels, and above all, through the umbilical cord of love. So we moved out. Peter eventually got to Rome, but even there, the story told to you needs some adjustment. He did not die that barbaric death that is presented to you as heroic. According to legend, after his arrest by the Romans, Peter was crucified upside down at his own request. This sign of martyrdom was intended to represent his unique devotion to Jesus, and that was an author's note. Although many people passed in Rome, Peter passed from his cup, and in his old age he finally ascended into the light. His crucifixion did not take place either. Please accept this fact and now completely free yourself from these scary images that paralyze you and set you such a wrong example. The good news of unconditional love for your neighbors, the good news of knowing who and what you are, the good news that all life is one. That is why we were born, and now we have been sent to announce this message. These were my instructions, and in those days they were integrated by the people who were meant for them. The sending of the apostles began, and for everyone who participated in it, their life finally became a matter between him, her, and God. We went out to uplift the world and remind people of their original status. Today it is up to you to complete these tasks, because the seed is sprout. A rich harvest is imminent. Today it is you who are sent to finally establish this consciousness, the consciousness of the connections of all life, of love for being, which can only be experienced unconditionally in the unity of all people. Blessed is who comes, and verily I am in the midst of you, Jesus Christ. Hope you enjoyed this channeling. I got something out of it, and I hope you did too. And if you enjoy celebrity gossip, please visit my other channel called Miriam Rose. With absolute gratitude, love and light. Cosmic kisses to everyone. Till next time. Bye for now.